So I was like, no, 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 back in the passenger seat. And if you are going to do this, you shouldn't do this, by default. You should either be asking for permission or at absolute
Communicate with your
minimum
partner.
communicating
Yeah.
what's happening. Like that, it shouldn't happen. But again, cadets, shit like
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. It's not.
You might have just thought that was the normal.
Yeah. Especially after I said I was gonna do it. Although at the time I did communicate it to him, but for me, it was because I 100% anticipated the pursuit, and I wanted to be the one driving to ensure he did comms. His comms are definitely lacking, but that's going to be anyone who doesn't have great street knowledge. I mean, he's got filler in there.
He does,
He's
yeah.
a fair bit. I mean, hell, even Turner. I'll be real. I don't think Turner would be able to FTO this guy very well. Because Turner is kind of like, you know, by the book and called him out on radio. And I know for a lot of people, that's not how they learn. I know for a lot of people, if you yell at them, they're just going to shut down. They're not going to be receptive to anything. They're going to perceive it as like, even though the intent is good, they're going to perceive it as more of an attack than constructive criticism.
Right.
So I forget exactly what Turner had mentioned on radio, but it was while he was doing comms. But the reason I allowed it to happen was because I need to evaluate what he thinks is the norm and then adjust from there.
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but like I said, he's got room for improvement, as do many people.
I think that expecting cadets to come in here and be 100% perfect with comms is
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are some officers who I still hear that come, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying right now. Like, this is, I need something better than this, right? Like, that happens every single day. I think it's unfair to go to a cadet and, you know, immediately be on them super hard about it. And Jack was one of the cadets that struggled the most with fillers when we were at academy.
Got it.
Again, I think it's just in his natural speaking pattern,
Yeah.
and he did really well on comms as far as like radio calling in for traffic and things like that. He didn't have fillers for traffic stops or if we were pulling over or XYZ things that I noticed. He did much better than he did when he was in academy. However, I could see in a pursuit, things are much more fast paced. You don't get time to think as much, and it's quicker, and there's a lot more pressure on it. So I could see that being something that would have caused that trigger of filler back in for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm disappointed.
No,
At
I don't think
all.
so. I think he wants to learn, which is
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially considering, I mean, I read your report. Like I read your report, and not only that, Barrett called me, and when Barrett called me, he said, "Listen, I had a conversation with Alice, and Lawson has an excuse for everything type deal." And I was like, I know, I read the report. So I was expecting this. I was expecting it, but the fact that it didn't happen once is solid.
I think that the conversation I had with him went well, obviously, in some way, right? And maybe, it made him realize, okay, this is kind of serious. I do need to make sure that I'm taking in what people are saying, and it's not necessarily I need to. I want him to feel like he doesn't have to defend himself for doing something wrong or being taught something, right? Because
that's why I was telling him. I was like, listen, we expect these things.
Yes.
We 100% expect it.
We're trying to give advice and things from our experience because we have that experience. We've been here for so damn long. Things don't change. The very little things change, but the other things about it, like, we've been through the fucking ringer, right? And I want him to be able to be as successful as he possibly can be. I'm never mad at a cadet because they do something wrong or not necessarily how we want it done. Because again, until they get taught, how the fuck are they supposed to know? I'll never hold that against someone ever. And so I'm glad. I hope that he took it that way, and that he then realizes he doesn't have to defend himself for the things that he's learning, which is great. It's very good.
You think it'd be inappropriate for me to put into an FTO report? He also then traffic pulled over a vehicle for speeding, then provided the wrong speed limit. And when they asked about freeway speeds, he had said 80 instead of 75. But then, on his own accord, without being prompted, without me correcting him, he pulled up legislation and corrected himself and said, "Oh, it's 75 on freeways, 55 and 68 in Joshua, and 35." Right. After that, so I was impressed that he corrected himself. But then after that, he then told the driver, who was actually, I need to call that person, but I can't do that today because I'm going 42. It was the person who got wrenched at Senior Buns, which prompted the whole like big Senior Buns situation. Well, actually, no, I
Wait,
lied. It didn't.
Was your 95 a Senior Buns situation?
No, unrelated.
Oh, okay,
Unrelated.
different Senior Buns situation.
So
Okay, continue.
he stated, going 1, 2, or 3 miles an hour over the speed limit it won't get you pulled over. Do you think it'd be inappropriate after that for me to put in parentheses, LOL, he was riding with me roads?
No,
I don't want to get fired. I don't want to get fired. I don't want to get fired.
I think that, I mean, I'm assuming, did you talk to him about it? That's not
I did.
necessarily
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah. 100%.
I would put that, that he said that and you just had a discussion with him that is not the case, because then what that does is set a precedence that an officer who does pull over someone for that gets a bad look. It's one thing to have that kind of conversation that there are some officers that would pull someone over, but it's less likely with another officer. But to have that with a civilian, because then they get that, well, this cop said to me that people aren't going to be pulling people over for doing this, and then that in and of itself sets a, again, bad precedence. So
can you reference what I currently have in his FTO report? I'm still going through and adjusting sliders and stuff, but in terms of like the formatting for areas of improvement.
So there isn't a
specific format.
There isn't, but I think that this is better. I've looked at other FTO reports, and I see people doing this where they are giving like specifics on each different category, and I actually like this better, and I will probably start doing it this way because, again, I think this should be a standard, right?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it wouldn't matter either way. I don't necessarily like. Turner made it clear, like, if they're doing something good, you don't necessarily need to put it in the areas of improvement, but primarily we want to see where they need to improve. So at first I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to mention pursuits because they didn't drive, and I was like, well, it's probably best that I say they didn't drive so I could focus on something else.
I feel like anything that someone has the -1 in like the bars on the right means you just didn't go over it at all, because you can put a 0, right? You can adjust to 0, which means that they did poorly on that category. So that's why I don't actually specify like we didn't get to do this, because that's what the -1 in my eyes is, and I think that's redundant to then talk about, hey, we didn't do this, this, and this, because I would already know based on the slider. Personally.
True. Yeah, you're not wrong. But in saying that, for example, so here's the thing. I put a -1 for case law because I didn't go over it because we unfortunately ran out of time.
Sure, you didn't have time, right?
But, here at the end, I did ask, like, do you think if I were to quiz you on case law related stuff that you'd be, good with it? Or is it, and the reality here is a lot of people have knowledge of case law. A lot of people don't have a problem applying the case law, but describing the case law is a whole different ballgame.
Getting those keywords of things that make the difference between a court case W and a court case L. Yeah,
exactly. So, for me, the reason, like, it's a -1, right? But I made it clear. He said he's not too familiar with the case laws, though he would be able to apply them without much of an issue. We didn't have time to cover it, but he stated he'll be mostly ready during his next FTO session. So that's why I put in cap or bold, should be tested and questioned.
I think that is good. Like, where the areas of improvement, like I've put a lot of things of like, make sure to either study case laws, read over your SOPs, learn the new charges, general like fundamentals of what it is, like of new things of being a police officer, right? Um, and I think that having like something like that is important to have in there, because if you want something specifically done, that is something like, if I looked at this the FTO sheet and I saw that they should be tested a question on case laws on the next session, I would start my next session with that. I would have them, I would, go through like essentially like a minor 10-15 minutes kind of discussing case law specifically, if that is what quote unquote homework they were given from the prior FTO session. And if then I said to them, hey, I noticed that I'm supposed to go ahead and talk to you about some case laws. And if they then said to me, well, they hadn't got a chance to fully um, go over them by themselves, then I would take that initiative to then be like, okay, let's do that. We'll focus on that, because that was something that is important based off of the previous FTO session. It's like a me personal thing.
That makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
So I think having that information in there, that while you gave him a -1, having that detail isn't a bad thing.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I think that's good. I'm glad that you decided to be an FTO.
You know what? You know what I told myself? You know what I told myself?
Let me hear it.
I was like, you know what? I am not going to be the person who bitches and complains but doesn't help. I told Turner, I'm very upfront and honest. I said, listen, I'm be real. Right now, I don't, like, at current pace, I do not see a light at the end of the tunnel. Truthfully, I don't. But also, I don't want to sit back and not help the situation while also complaining.
That's true.
So, I made it clear. And he asked me, he was like, Rhodes, like, what are your aspirations? Where do you see yourself in 4, 6, 8 months or whatever? I was like, I'm be real. Right now, with the current state of PD, I don't know. Like, I do not know. It's going to heavily depend on how things sort of progress moving forward in the next month or two. Because right now, truthfully, like I said, we are not anywhere close, in my opinion, to being in any sort of sustainable place. We are burning out, and we are burning out fast. Like, yeah. I haven't done any FTO stuff until today, and I am like, I'm there. It's rough. And it's rough for all of us, yes. But you start going over the numbers, and it's like, we have 5 FTOs, including Turner, right? Or 5 people capable of FTOing in this shift. We have 9 cadets. It's now different, because, me being at it, it's now 6, right. 9 cadets, right? That is such a logistical nightmare. And also, the thing is, you can't recruit more people, because that requires more training, which delays more FTO sessions for people who may be close to being done, but we can't finish their training until, they're in queue at a certain time, to get a certain person who may be on duty for just 2 additional hours and not get a full session in. And it's again, such a logistical nightmare. Do I know what the solution is? No, and I hate bringing up problems without
having some kind of solution.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have a general idea, right? Like, I think people like Lucas Lavender, for example, should be expedited. And it's not because I'm friends with Lucas Lavender. It's not because I've worked alongside Lucas Lavender. It's because Lucas Lavender has all of the know-how of being a police officer, that doesn't require any sort of like explicit level of attention required by someone like Lawson. And that's no hate against Lawson. He's just inexperienced. That's the reality. For example, if we could get Lula on board as an additional number, not that I'm considering people just numbers, okay? But if we could have an additional officer out on the streets, that would definitely help in alleviating some of the problems. And look, I got a text from Espinosa earlier. I tried calling him back, but he said, I checked the MRPD for any updates, and I haven't gotten any, sadly. Told them I'd be interested in dispatch until there was a chance for me to join the PD as an officer. Losing a bit of hope, but I'm trying to keep my head up. Just wanted to update you. And I look at this and I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. Because he's someone who, has no problems doing any of what's expected of any of the new cadets. Hell, he he is heavily responsible for the training of Shift 3 many years ago. So him, like, there are just countless people. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. We deal with the hand
We
dealt to
keep
us,
moving on.
and
I
exactly.
also think I feel like it's unfair to assume Turner will take any cadets because he's so damn busy because there isn't only having like one, like it's us to them, right? It's us to
Yep.
captains that he is gets um
Oh, 100%. When I was
you
doing
know
my math, I sat there and I was like, realistically, Turner's not taking cadets. And it's not because Turner's not
mhm,
taking cadets because he doesn't want to. It's
it's
because
no
he
time.
literally, yeah,
It's not
there's
fair
not
to the
enough time in the
cadet.
world.
It's not
100,
fair to the cadet. They're
I've been
not.
there. I've been
Mhm.
high command. I know how it is. You can't entertain. It's like trying to arrest someone in front of fucking senior buns. Okay, you're gonna get interrupted every 11 seconds. It's just
Yeah.
that's how it is. And what do? You sit there and go, oh, we wasted 22 of the last 30 minutes. I'm going to add that. No, it's not practical. It just
Yeah.
isn't. So when I
It's
was
not.
doing the mental math, I was really considering 4 FTOs for 9 cadets. And you want to know what really pushed me over the edge with the FTO stuff? As
What
soon
was
as I
that?
got on duty, the meeting ended. We go downstairs, we go to the garage. I can't remember if Sky had a cadet. I think she said I need a break. And then Barrick said, I can't take a cadet. Like I can't do it today. And I was like, oh no, that's literally half. That
Yeah.
is literally half. And again, I don't think it's sustainable long term, but I'm trying to contribute to the solution.
Good. I think that
Maybe Turner will take my recommendations. It worked for Barrick.
maybe I think that for example, I mean Turner, I've come to him with a handful of things and he really takes that and he does listen to the things that we say. So maybe we compile a list and bring it to him and say, "Hey, I don't and I know that, we're not currently hiring for the next batch of cadets yet. Once we finish with these ones, that the hiring process will continue, but these are some genuine suggestions to put forth of individuals we are confident will be a good addition to the team and that they won't take a substantial amount of training so that way we will actually be a police force. We will be able to be a force on the streets and be able to you know
Yeah, not
actually
wrong.
have a presence.
Not wrong. Because right now, I mean, you know exactly how it is. We
Mhm.
do our job. 9 times out of 10, like we arrive, people are leaving, but there's not much we can do. We have an obligation to ensure the safety of people, so we can secure a scene. What we can't do 9 times out of 10 is pursue people fleeing the scene. We just don't have the
Well,
units.
even even sometimes it's questionable whether we're securing a scene.
Oh,
I
100%. Yeah.
when I'm there are times that I am doing something and I am actually genuinely, I won't let anyone know it, but I am in fear that there are significant more numbers over myself. A big example was Den was running he had a CI and he was setting up someone for arrest. We arrived, it was myself and Pins was with me at the time, so I had a partner and Den and um maybe Luis, I think, and maybe like one over other officers. So we were doing good, right? We were loaded in the car. So six officers, 5 or 6 officers. Okay, we arrive, and when I tell you there were 13 plus people at this situation, I was like, this is not good. We're in a. It was not good. It was not good. It was not a good.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely like, we are outnumbered and it is getting quick. And luckily, this was something I thought Denda did well, which was he apprehended the suspect he wanted. We got her in the car and we got out of there. We just got the fuck out of there,
Yep.
which was great. And then then it kind of um Then it went a little downhill. He didn't get medical for the suspect down the street. Instead, he drove him all
Oh
the way back to the station,
no.
which we were at the power plant. So it was kind of a far thing, but I think he got a little reprimanded for that one because they questioned me about that. Because I was questioning him on the way because there were ample opportunities once we left the area to pull over to get medical because he had tackled the suspect. um, but that and it is just the example. The main thing is that we were well outnumbered, and those 5 officers that were there was it. It's not like more were going to come to help us. Like that was it, and that's the thing is that happens
Yep.
way too often.
Oh,
I just need to know that I feel safe on the street because sometimes I'm driving
100%.
around and I don't. I mean, you saw the newest robbery right from Kit.
No.
Yeah, she put a
Oh,
report. She guess she got robbed yesterday. I barely read over it. I just saw like um I saw the senior bun's stolen PD gun. So I am, I went from there.
trying to figure out a way to word this. So for traffic, one of the things that I feel he can fairly heavily improve on is I think he needs to be like more sort of n- not approachable. Is personable the word I'm looking for? I don't know. What I'm saying here is like he kind of jumped into like the meat and potatoes of a traffic stop almost immediately. Like there was no,
Mhm.
I don't like I pulled people over and I told them exactly what I do. Listen, I leave the ball
Mhm.
in their court. I ask them if they know why I've pulled them over. Now, if I
Mhm.
clock them doing 100 miles an hour in the city where the speed limit's 35, there ain't no way someone's going to convince me, oops, like,
Right.
right? Or if they tell me they're going to the hospital, but they're driving in the exact opposite direction, right? Like at that
Yep.
point, we starting off on the wrong foot. But if there's someone who I haven't pulled over in a while, or they haven't been pulled over in a while, and I clock them doing 60 and a 35, while yes, obviously not okay, I'm likely going to give them a warning, right? But
Mhm.
again, opening with that leaving the ball in their court for them to sort of set the tone of the traffic stop,
Sure.
and asking them just general questions like, what do you do for work? Where are you coming from? Where are you headed? That kind of stuff versus just,
Even
hi, I'm
personable.
yeah, exactly. Like, hi, I'm, Lawson with the LSPD. Um, reason for the stop today, this, right? Like if that happened, uh not the biggest deal in the world, but like if that's all that happens, it's gonna get a little
Correct.
rough. There's no
It's
opportunity for people to see sort of like the human aspect of things, right? Like I ask people
correct.
questions all the time. Where you going? Oh my god, you deliver my presence of crime? Like
Right. And I actually that you talking about that him and I did have a conversation with that about that because I felt like during his traffic stops that's what it brought up the whole excuse thing was we did a traffic stop. We did a first traffic stop, and now mind you,
oh,
this was
someone's coming
a
through
few.
here.
I don't think this is a suspect though.
Oh,
Check if you can grab
I'm back.
here.
I'm arrested again. I'm joking. I'm not.
oh, wait, is it your possessions?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. I've.
Jesus.
I don't know if he can
It
grab it
took
at the
hours.
present.
He
I
he
can.
can he can
Yeah, I can. That's
He,
perfect. Thank you so much.
he can or he cannot.
he can.
Okay. I
Where's
don't
my
Are you
phone?
know
not
where I
able to
was.
get
I
them
just
from
brought him here.
Bolingbroke?
Funny story. I can't even get out the fucking prison yard,
Oh,
so I
you
had to go
know,
sleep. And then it's a bit of a sticky. I did call somebody, but nobody answered, so I was like, "Yep, only choice."
Okay. You might have called me. I did receive a phone call during I was having a conversation. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm assuming you got sent to Bolingbroke, is that correct?
Yeah.
And then you got there, and then what happened?
Um. Obviously, did my job to lower the sentence, and then when I
Sure.
did that, I went to leave, and I could not. The DOC were like, "No, fuck off, walk the other way." So I was like,
Okay.
"Okay, I will walk the other way," and fell asleep. When I
Okay.
fell asleep, I was out. But then when I was out, I had none of my possessions, and
And
then
there's
drove
nowhere
all
to
the way back
reclaim
to
it up
prison.
there. Yep.
Yep, we went back up to
Got
prison.
it. Okay.
There's only like a clipboard like this,
Yeah.
It's a
and
sign in, I
it said
believe.
sign in for DOC, I think, and then
Yeah,
Got
we've run
it.
into this issue a couple
Okay.
times.
Okay.
It's not ideal, but so here is the problem.
Mhm.
Number one, you can see time remaining for inmates, or you can see inmates in the infirmary. There's a little desk thing. And what happens is you can serve your time, right? But until you go and inform DOC that you're ready to leave, they're going to keep you in there. But then, there must be an issue with that payphone to reach out to DOC. And so what's happening is they won't release him. Then, they take a nap, wake up, and then DOC's like, oh shit, he's awake. Let's release him, right? Here's the
Yep.
issue. They don't have his possessions. The only way to
ready to
retrieve
give
him
him
is
to
down
him.
here.
Oh,
So,
Ah.
but it doesn't happen every time. That's the thing. It's strange.
Oh.
so you can
Listen.
actually retrieve it if you were able to go out from the payphone.
Correct. Your
Right.
possessions would have been
Okay,
handed
yeah,
back to you at that
makes
point.
sense. That makes
Okay.
sense. Fair enough.
When you were trying to leave and they were telling you weren't ready to leave, did they give any reason or anything like that?
I,
No,
I don't think he could contact them via the phone at all. Is that right?
Yeah, like when I
Yeah.
went up to the payphone to call DOC, nothing. The phone wasn't working. It broken.
Okay. Right. We'll discuss. So we'll talk to the DOC and try to hopefully get a better system for that, to where you guys can
Perfect.
get your things if they, when you wake up and you're ready to go, that they get your things back or something like that. So,
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
hopefully get better in the future, sir.
Get
Thank
your
you so
stuff
much.
sorted, sir? You have
Yeah, I
stuff
got
back?
everything. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
perfect,
You have a
perfect.
great day.
You too. Take care,
Thank
Officer
you.
Rhodes. as
Have a
well.
good one.
Yeah, you too.
Man, why is he so nice now? He was a prick earlier.
He reformed. He went to prison. That's the system for.
Girl, he the
That's
one.
good.
He the one who took the upper San Andreas to lower. We called off the pursuit. Well, that was the second pursuit we called off. The first one was when he took the San
Grinding the
Andreas
rail.
bridge into the canals. Called that pursuit off too. Got him a third time. He heard Den. He surrendered instantly.
Really? Interesting.
Instantly.
I wonder why.
Oh, I know why.
Oh.
I was reminded why when I hit him with 2 counts misuse of a rental vehicle that that the state gonna be paying for that.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think
Is Den giving him money?
I don't know. But it sounds like he I think
I don't know. I don't, and that's why I'm asking. I have no
I
idea
think
what you're
he's
trying
a
to.
CI.
Okay, well, that's what I thought. What Den was paying. That's what I thought.
Well, I don't know how much. His fine was almost $4,000. 2 counts, misuse of rental vehicle. That's $2,000 alone. And you want to know how all this started?
Oh.
You know where Uwu Cafe used to be?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, me and Lawson were chilling there. And the the little wall that's broken? There's a little ramp. He decided while we're right next to it, he's gonna ramp over it straight onto Palomino, not being able to see anything.
Conversation.
Did you need something? I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to mention something to Rose that I called to him about.
What's that?
So, remember earlier when you were chasing like a guy with a guy that looked like a cat?
Yeah, Spike Fisher.
Yeah. So, yeah, I actually engaged in a conversation with him
Ooh.
yeah, if you look at his profile, it's state ID 5886. I managed to willingly get a picture from him, and he mentioned that a bit, and I put it on his profile.
So the reason he allowed you to take this is because I think he has previously been denied a mugshot with a cat mask. He claims it's not. I don't know. I don't know. But that is, from my understanding, why. I'm fairly certain he wanted me to take a photo before. And listen, I ain't getting in trouble. I'm not getting in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I did this, and I don't know what I should do with this.
Well, here's the reality. I think at the end of the day, something is better than nothing, right? If you have this photo, it's better than having nothing at all.
Yeah, he had nothing previously, so
It's not like it's gonna damage anything. It's not like you removed a photo, that has other information available, right? I don't think it's that big of a deal. But also, who knows? Turner could show up and be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, I think I'm gonna see Captain Ruth now and see what she thinks about this. I think it's the best course of action.
Not wrong. I think that is a good play because I'm gonna be real. If we did catch Spike and got him into custody, um, I don't know. Is it a mask? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think Spike would be the type to argue, oh, it wasn't me, but I don't know. It's kind of I just don't know. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the captain thinks about it. Let me give her a
All
ring,
right.
see what she says.
I think my FTO stuff is mostly done.
Yeah, and that was the thing that I wanted to mention to you about.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, hello? Hello? Hello?
Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hey, yeah. You call me
I
go
have-
silent?
Sorry. Yeah, that's my bad.
What's up?
I have a question. If
Question?
if a car of mine was wrongfully impounded, where exactly do I go to get it out?
So you would go to. Do you remember where Glass Heroes used to be on Innocence and Alta?
Innocence and Alta.
Yep.
No.
It's to the east of the train tracks, south of the OG Benny's.
South of the OG
the impound
Benny.
lot. You know where the impound lot is? Where all the
tow
tow trucks
the
are?
tow lot?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
So if you enter like the sliding gate thing on the right side, you go to the building where there's like that green and yellow like recycle thingy. You go into that building, but it's not in the first room. You continue further in, and there like there's a bunch of windows that you can approach off to the right hand side. You can do like impound related stuff. You know if it was impounded for being unauthorized like parking?
I don't know exactly. So it was my group 6 van, and it's been impounded for a couple of weeks, but the last place I parked it was where the group 6 guy wanted me to park it whenever I was doing the job. And I guess for whatever reason the valet didn't come and pick it up, but I guess the tow truck worker came and fucking impounded it, so now I got to pay $4,000 to get it out. So.
$4,000? No, there's no way it's $4,000.
It was $4,000. I don't know about now.
Okay,
but...
so wait, was that the only time it's been impounded?
Yes, yeah.
So the reason I bring that up is because even something as minor as unauthorized parking right now is applying strikes. Here's the thing.
Okay.
There's no, like, legislation-wise, there's no strike system in place.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I'm hoping if the strike system that the impound law is utilizing is similar to the one in the past, that the strike has fallen off, after having waited a day. But every time it gets impounded, I've seen cars, Ziggy, with like an 11,000 impound fee because of strikes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You want to know the crazy part? Unauthorized parking alone, $600.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm here at the toll lot. You said.
So enter. Do you see the little recycling thing?
Yes.
Okay, go through that door right next to it, and then you continue straight. There's a door on your right side.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Door on my right. Okay. And
Go
then
through
I
there.
see windows. Oh.
Yeah, windows. And then straight ahead from that door, I think is. I'm kind of curious to know the impound cost.
Impound reasoning, parking violation. Okay. Release fee $600. All right.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it's gone down. Okay,
Wait,
that's good.
The self-retrieving fee will be $1,200. What?
It's double. That's how it used to be, Ziggy. Just get someone who works at the impound lot. I think they can probably.
Okay.
I hope they could release your car.
I fucking hope so. Okay.
Because then it's
all right.
$600 instead of $1,200.
Okay. All right.
Tiny, thank you for
Thanks,
the raid. I
George.
hope you had a
I
good stream.
didn't know.
No problem. No
I'm lost
problem.
on this. All right. Thank
Have a good one. Bye.
you.
Oh, I miss Ziggy. I miss Ziggy.
That entire
Why can't we get
interaction right there
Ziggy?
was so confusing to me.
What?
Because Dana said to you, I have a question. You got on the phone, she got on the phone and walked away. So I thought you two of y'all were on the phone. And then you started mentioning you're talking to Zig.
No.
She said to you she
Dana.
wanted to talk.
No. Dana said that's why I wanted to talk to you. It was referencing Spike. Because we
Oh.
were in a brief pursuit with Spike.
Okay, I thought she wanted to talk to you about something with
Miss
doing
you at
with
raid?
the-
Oh my god, I
with an
completely
FTO
forgot.
or something like
No. It was
that.
it was
that
in
was
relation
so
to Spike.
confused. Oh my god, I was so confused. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, damn, don't fuck with me like that. Like whatever it was like not. I was not getting to know. I was like, damn, I'm not getting the tea right now. What is this? Just so you're aware, the announcement for the DNA swab kits went out.
Okay.
So we need to re-swab ourselves. So if you would like to, I can swab you and you can swab me. We do need to do that. However, if you read the report, we need to speak to Captain Ruth is not on duty anymore, and there isn't another captain. I might just edit it myself, to be honest. They said in the report, due to DNA storage being compromised, I don't think I would admit that our DNA storage was compromised. I don't think that that's a good. I think that's better. We should just put that our systems changed. I don't think. Imagine if people heard that our DNA storage was compromised. I'm stressed. Did somebody steal my DNA?
Uh-oh.
See what I'm saying?
Girl, what they gonna do with it? You think they
Pretend to be me?
trying to?
I'm
They
gonna
trying
get
to?
cloned. I'm gonna get cloned.
Oh, you think so?
I watched
Alice,
that Pokemon
Alice,
Mewtwo
you
with
a
the
good
Mewtwo.
person. You a good person. But I don't think.
You say you didn't watch that Pokemon Mewtwo movie?
No. What I'm
Okay.
saying, Alice, is that I'm trying to say that the petty me almost came out, okay? Because like my immediate reaction is, someone. Anyway, I don't think someone trying to
ain't gonna
clone
want
you.
your DNA. Yeah, I know. I can understand.
Yeah, but that's not what I was actually trying to say to you. There's a difference.
Listen, I'm just saying maybe that we just have a new system and we need to, it didn't correlate over the old system.
Yeah, I agree.
So
How much
do you
are the
think
kits?
I think they were $50.
Oh, that's not bad.
Do you think I should
Damn.
change that?
You bet your ass. Hey, I'm gonna have to swap you for DNA. It's $50 for the kit. Get ready. Hold up. I'm just saying. You think
They're multi-use kits as well, so I think
they
we can buy
are?
one and then share. I don't know how many times the use is, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use that as
me.
I'm gonna incentivize friends. Hey guys, listen, it's a multi-use kit. We can swap both of your DNAs. That would have worked for the people we had here a couple weeks ago. You remember they started singing Nicki Minaj? Were you there?
I was not, but I'm sad that I wasn't.
Hold up, wait a minute. That just reminded me. Are these windows? Oh, they're not tinted no more. Thank.
They're not. No.
Oh, I was scared. How was I gonna communicate with people?
You can't tell who's in there. Then
Mhm.
next thing you know, they smuggled in a knife and they're waiting for you at the door, and you don't know it's coming. Do you think that I should change the wording on that? Do you think that would matter if I did that?
don't think so. Without the captain approving it.
Okay. All right. I'll just leave it and I'll talk to.
Like,
somebody
I don't
tomorrow.
know. Is it a legal requirement to announce that? Who knows?
Maybe we have to tell people that it's been compromised.
Well,
And then what happens? Does that subject us to a lawsuit?
Hold up. Hear me out. You ready for this?
Let me hear it.
It happened more than 30 days ago. Statute of limitations. We can't be held responsible, right?
Sounds good to me. Who's gonna tell us different?
I don't even know when this happened.
Let's go buy our swabber. Let's go buy
All right.
a swabber. these doors open for you?
Nope.
Okay.
Alice, I had a strange situation earlier.
Yeah.
I responded to a call at the apartments from EMS indicating someone was trapped in an apartment. So I'm thinking, oh, no big deal. Then I started asking the dude questions. Like, whose apartment is this? And he told me someone's name, but like he was acting sus, so I didn't believe it. So, you know, I unlocked the door because I don't want them to be unlawfully imprisoned. But like, what if
Yeah.
they climbed in through the window and stole shit? So I was like, can I search you? He's like, do I have to? I was like, technically no. He's like, then no.
Oh.
Okay, that's fucked up. I should have left you in there, bitch.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Not you want something from me, but I didn't say
That
it. I didn't
bastard.
say it, but I almost did.
Dana, is that you? The multi-use. I'm assuming there's multiple swabbers in there,
Nope.
not a.
Yeah, we're not using the same one. Are
Yeah, I assume not. Wait, what do you do? What's that?
Alice,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Swabbing me?
One moment.
Oh,
Here we go. All right. Yep. Swab the inside of your cheek there. All right. Let me just go ahead and put this down
Okay.
here. All right. All right. Well, you're good. You're good. Oh wow.
imagine if you had to stick your phone in her mouth to get a swab.
Huh?
I don't think that would be appropriate.
I'm not putting my phone in anyone's mouth.
I'm
Or near
telling you
anyone's mouth.
now. I'm telling you now. We are going to have so many issues. Okay. Listen, I understand
God.
I'm aging. I understand I'm aging. But girl, the font on the IDs ain't it. I'm
Struggling?
Struggling. I'm looking at my phone. The font is so small. What am I supposed to do?
Can I try it?
Yeah. Do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do roads, and then I'll
let me
do
borrow
yours,
it?
Dana. Wait, did it like? Is there another vial
on.
and another swabber?
Yeah, there is. There is. Here,
Okay.
let me. You can have that. Give me 1 second, Alice. I'm going to be setting
for?
your profile in DNA.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait, step a bit away, Alice.
Yep,
Rhodes?
yep.
All right.
Hello.
Let me try it.
Oh,
Hold on.
wait, you ready?
Yeah, open wide.
All right.
There you go.
I'm supposed to say,
The back there.
See, I didn't know if I was supposed
the
to say
back of the
"Ah."
cheek.
I didn't actually
think it's like a
know.
professional thing.
I think that's a
A
doctor
bit on the
thing.
other side. too.
okay.
I think
all
that
right.
opens your throat up when they're trying to.
There you
oh.
go.
No, that's the one that. That's the one they put on both sides of your mouth.
Okay. Oh,
What-
have you guys ever seen the police or the sheriff's station in Sandy?
I've been there once. There was a sandstorm. I couldn't see shit.
There's a
and I-
lab in there too. They have a lot more things than we have down here.
Wait, hold up. Why ain't I'm gonna start processing people up north?
It's
Oh,
so
uh,
nice.
North is really nice.
It's so
I know.
nice.
Oh,
I've been there for
Cap.
the first time. It's so good.
Hi,
You want your
Captain,
DNA
how are
swabbed?
you?
I
We're
do need my
swabbing.
DNA swabbed,
We're
actually.
We're
swabbing. How many more
swabbing.
uses does it have?
There's quite a few
I
cotton
think-
swabs in there.
Yeah, there's
let
a lot
me-
of swabs in there.
Yeah,
Ask
there's
me to
quite a
swab,
few.
I'll swab you, Dana.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh God. Oh God.
Right.
Oh.
Open wide. Just gonna, it's the same thing. You
uh,
saw it.
yeah,
Cheek. No fear. No fear. No
let
fear.
me take the glasses so it doesn't fall. All right.
Okay. Right up in there on the
oh,
cheek.
Oh God. Oh God.
No, not too far back. No. Don't gag on me, please. Okay, just a little bit on this other side.
Oh,
This side. All
careful.
right, we're done.
Oh God.
It
Felt like I
really
went to the
isn't that
dentist.
bad.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Can
Dana,
you
do
have
you
your
wanna-
pick, Cap? Who
Alice,
do you want to swab?
Alice, did you want to
Who
have that
wants-
conversation?
Yeah, actually, well, here, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, on the report for the DNA swab,
Yes.
it the DNA system was compromised. Is that something that we want to tell people, that the people whose DNA we have taken is compromised? Would it be better
I mean,
for us to?
it just all the storage all went bad.
Okay,
Oh,
so
not compromised as in
not
like
compromised.
stolen.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
stolen.
Alice out here
Okay.
thinking someone trying to
I was
duplicate
sca-
her.
I thought we were gonna get cloned, Captain. I
No,
was
no,
scared.
no. No, it just all got like compromised and wasn't held at the right standards. So we lost all of our previous
Got
stored
it.
DNA.
Okay, maybe I might. There's no way I'm the only one that would think that when it said compromised, that it got
I hear
stolen.
compromised, and I do assume some nefarious stuff.
Yeah.
I thought someone like tampered
I mean,
with it or
I
something.
used compromised because I feel like going bad sounds really like, you know.
I think
I would say expired instead, maybe.
expired would be good. I think
Yeah. Rhodes, can you check your
going on
profile?
a
You can
new DNA system would be good. I definitely was like, what happens if this word gets out? Are we going to get sued? Then Rhodes said it was beyond 30 days, so
I don't know if it was
we get
beyond 30
covered.
days. I'm
Well,
just saying.
I was going off of that though. I was going to take it and run with it if
Oh,
anyone ever
no.
asked me. You know,
Girl,
yo, what am
my
I supposed to
profile
do?
picture is so good. That was
Yeah,
from that was
very
from
dapper.
this was like 5.5, 6 years ago. Me and my husband renewed our vows. It's so nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Aw.
Well, you haven't aged a bit. You look as stunning.
Well, bro, let me tell you that they don't be selling the. Never mind. I ain't giving no secrets away. Never mind.
There's secrets? I want to know now.
I'm just saying, you know. Never mind. I ain't saying it.
Oh.
Nope. Nope.
Well, Alice, you have the swap kit. You want to do the captain?
Oh, yes, I'll get that for you.
You know what? I'm gonna grab a new kit. Y'all can have that one.
When you say
I just want to see how many uses one has.
A lot. There's a lot of swabs in there.
Yeah, we're not going to carry them on us. I think we just want to throw them on the shelf down there, and then they're accessible to whoever.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do this for me. Just open
Okay.
wide. Nothing too crazy. It's gonna tickle. It's tickling. Oh,
sorry.
God.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's please. Oh no, don't throw up.
Sorry, I'm still
It's
sick.
okay.
So
Oh,
no.
girl, I would have put a mask on.
You
No,
need
it's
a-
okay.
You need a
Yeah,
nap-
I
a
should've
napkin,
worn that.
Cap. You need a
Okay,
napkin.
there we
Oh.
go. Done.
all right, thank you.
I see what you're saying, Rhodes. That the results on the phone.
I
are
am
tiny.
getting fucking old. Everything is too damn small.
You know, everything is pretty small. I do
Everything
need to
is
put on my
small.
glasses
The
from time to time.
IDs. Why do the K's look like H's and the 6's look like
I
5's and
got
the
a
8's look like
question.
6's?
You have a trouble seeing license plates unless you're rear-ending someone?
I
I can never tell if my radar's picking up the
Yeah,
right license
you have to
plate
get
because I can't see
really
the license
close.
plates.
Yeah. Definitely not wrong. Definitely
I-
not
I-
wrong.
I'm
It's,
gonna
you
be
know, it
honest
makes
with you
me
guys,
uncomfortable
do
pulling
not-
over some people.
I do not relate with any of this.
You don't have issues with the license plates?
How do you see?
I have very good
You're
eyesight.
2020?
Cap.
Are you
I'm
2020?
sorry.
Okay then.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm going to show something to you. Okay, I'm going to show something to you, and you are going to see why I suffer. You ready? Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
ready.
on.
All right, Captain, your DNA has been recorded here for you. I will say that we need to probably specify when people take DNA that, because unless there was something that I didn't get from off the phone, but I essentially kind of took a picture quickly, I'll dispose of it, and then typed it in myself. Is that how y'all did it? Yes.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Did you type
Sorry, say again?
Did you type the results in yourself, or did it
I
automatically
typed
copy
it
and you
in
could export it?
Oh, I
typed
did
it?
it myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Then we need to make sure that we let people know, like, you have to be very careful because you can easily just one number off and
That's what I'm saying.
and it's done. That's the
Oh,
end of it.
Cap, are we supposed to like document the sample and put it in the profile too, or
Yes, do DNA on file in the profile. Some of them still have it. I was going to remove all DNA on
No,
files.
but
We
when I
but
say
I
that
can't.
is like take a picture of it and put that in the profile too,
No,
or just
no.
have the number in there and the tag.
in the tag.
Can
yeah,
we
unfortunately,
that's
people
enough?
are going to be tagged already DNA on file, and I can't search by tag. So unless I can figure out every name of everybody who has DNA on file, I can't remove them.
can we go upstairs to the projector so I can show you this lovely photo of an ID I took weeks ago?
Let's go.
There's no way it's just me. I refuse to believe it. I look at this ID and it is pain and suffering in every capacity.
I'm intrigued.
Oh, you should. Pain. I ain't used the projector before.
Have you seen it?
Is
Yeah.
it new? Because I don't remember
It's
it
a
until,
few days.
Yeah, okay. I saw it the other day when I went to a meeting, and that was the
You have
first
to
time I
come over
noticed.
here, Rhodes.
Got it. Okay.
I'll pull it down. Hold on.
Oh, I
Oh.
see it.
Oh
I don't
my
think
God,
I don't think
I
it's
didn't even-
working.
Oh no, it's working. It's
Does you
down.
see it I saw it come
Wait, is
right
it?
down.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't- I
down.
don't see it down.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm moving it up.
Here, let him pull it down. Yep, up. This is sick.
All right, and then down. Oh, it's currently moving. One moment. There we go. Do you see it?
No, I do not.
I
Ooh.
do.
I have
Okay.
to take a nap.
Possibly. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
I'll go take a short nap.
Killian Hayden.
Why? Yeah, but why the K look like an H? What's
does look
the
like-
state ID?
Oh, is it Hillian or Killian?
No, it's Killian. That's the thing.
Oh,
the
I
fact
said
that you
Hillian
even
Hayden?
it's Killian Hayden. Why do I have to second guess that? What would you say their state ID is?
2608.
Yeah, you know what? I hear the lack of confidence in your voice when you. The issue is that the 6 looks like a 5 if you don't have a 5 to compare to the 6.
Yeah.
The
that
8
does.
almost looks like a 6.
Yep.
Why? Why? I don't
Need
get
some
it.
new fonts in the city when they print these things.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I hope if and when they start reprinting new IDs with a different font, the old ones are considered invalid.
I hope so too.
I can't.
It's fair.
Ugh, pain. All right. I'm going to go ahead and change this and also move it up. Oh, this is so nice. Fancy. All right. Well, I'm going 42.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. We'll see you around, son.
I'm an FTO. I can't believe I did it. All right, but I'm going now. Goodbye.
All right, I gotta go. They're needing 77s. I'll see you soon, okay?
Bye. All right, chat. I'm calling it. Thank y'all so much for all love support. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the follows, host rates, bits, donation subs, gift subs, resubs. I say this each and every time. I genuinely cannot have asked for a better community to be built around the channel. So thank y'all for being absolutely amazing. If y'all haven't already, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Curvyelephant. Join our Discord, discord.gg/Curvyelephant. If you enjoyed what you saw today, drop me a follow on Twitch. I'd appreciate that as well. Who should I send you guys off to? To ask the question. Should I send you off to Kem? Archon for birthday? Oh, I didn't know whose birthday. There we are. All right. Well, chat, go show Archon some love. His birthday. Sorry, there we are. Listen. Follow on Twitter or X. Join the Discord. Do the stuffs. I appreciate y'all. And y'all have a good one.